Dividend Stock Talk. Alrighty. Here we go, loop-de-loo. My hair's a mess. Alright, let's get the ball started. Telling people that we're here, hang on. We're telling some of the followers, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Alrighty. Hey everyone, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, take you along for the ride for a safe, simple, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, good evening there, Mr. Juan. How are you today? Baltimore's in the house. Andy, Osprey, Dune, what's that? Araspa 26, cool beans. Steve Hightower, Blake, what's happening? Kim, how are you? Juan Maney, Dividend Stock Talk. Really? He's got a set of balls showing up here. I do have to admit that. Get it out of there. Bubba's here. Baltimore, what's up? Ricky, David, Jill Ann Bruner. How are you, Miss Jill. Luisa Vasquez. ¿Qué pasa, señorita? ¿Cómo está? Herc Joyce. All right, let's get just ducky as usual. Alrighty. So let's get started and let's get ready to roll. First on my list today, we're going to take a look at Albert. Good afternoon, James. PayPal starting a nice little pullback. Could be a good 2 weeks. Starts after it. Okay, looks all right. Let's take a look at PayPal. PayPal is usually going to be a no. PYPL. Now the reason why PayPal is a no. Oh hell no. Sorry, dude. Just no. A couple of reasons. Reason number one. It's too close to the high. Okay, that's reason number one is a no for PayPal. Becca, how are you today? Hey, my mom and dad just broke up. What do I do? Throw a party, dude. I don't know. Sometimes it's better for parents to be in different directions. I don't know. Or they could what's that word I'm looking for? I forget the exact word. Where they just decide to fix their issues and just go on with life. You know? You're a girl. I have no idea what that means. Best advice ever. There you go. Alrighty. And my name is Betty. Well, Betty, good afternoon, and how are you today? Betty, terribly sorry about your parents splitting up. I can't help you out with that whatsoever. There had to be a reason. Someone was unreasonable. Someone was a pain in the butt. Someone wasn't talking to each other. What's on the screen behind you? Behind the screen, me. On the screen behind me is PayPal. Okay, this is the option chain, and it's just a chart for PayPal. I really don't like PayPal. PayPal doesn't have any amicable. Thank you. No, it wasn't amicable. I don't know. Where they get back together and then they try to fix the mess. Because apparently they were in love at one point in time. There had to be something that they had in common. Why are we talking about dating services? Reconcile. Thank you, Maria Law. Maria's Law. Okay. Probably a lawyer. That probably helped out. Reconcile. There had to be a reason why they broke up. Had to be. Okay? Either she was cheating, he was cheating. Either they are not seeing eye to eye. He wants to buy a boat. She wants to go to Tahiti. I have no idea. You just can't blurt out, my parents are getting a divorce, what do I do? I have no idea. I'm not qualified. Yeah. Alright, anyway. No to PayPal. The reason why no to PayPal, several reasons. Number one, it's way too high for me. Okay, I don't like buying at the high of the year. It doesn't work for me. Alright, I like buying low and selling high. Make money in the stock market, you buy low, you sell high. Okay, HNAIC, Carnival Cruise Lines, and Goldman Sachs. Well, that's two totally opposite directions, isn't it? Simone is in the house. Woohoo, Simone! All right, we're going to take a look at Carnival Cruise Lines, CCL. Hell no. Look where it is, dude. It's actually at the high of the year. No. I don't buy at the high of the year. It's kind of like a waste of time. I'm going to wait like 2 weeks for it to come back down to a reasonable price. That's just my opinion. Reasonable. I don't like buying at the high. It's like standing on a ladder waiting for someone to bring you a taller ladder. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you buy at a high waiting for it to go higher? There's 9,714 different companies out there. Why focus on one that's about to have profit taking? And when profit taking comes, this thing drops. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to write it down and we'll take a look at Carnival Cruise Line in 2 weeks. Actually, it's already on the list for us to take a look at in 2 weeks. Okay, so Goldman Sachs. Hell no again. Dude, what do you just look at stuff that's at the high? I'm having issues with Instagram again. I had Instagram issues last night. And I don't know why we're having Instagram issues again tonight. So checking connectivity. I don't know what that means. Alright, so no to Goldman Sachs. No to Carnival Cruise Line. I'm not even going to write Goldman Sachs down because I don't do stocks over $500 a share. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know, I like staying under 250, less of a fall. That makes sense. Okay, what else we got? Angel, how the hell did you get in stock? Angel, I have no idea what you're talking about. But if you're trying to say, how do I get into stocks? You know, I was making so much damn money in manufacturing. What do you spend money on when you get it? Okay, I had 3 kids, wife, 6 houses, whole bunch of boats, motorhomes, cars. I had 12 cars at one time. I had 14 motorcycles at one time. It was crazy. So, what else do you do with the money? You invest it. Okay, so I was looking at places to invest. Houses, cars, antiques, coins, stamps. I looked at everything. Right? I even looked at artwork and I was like, oh, that's way out of my price range. But stocks was the simplest and the easiest. Okay, so that's how I got into stocks. User 747281030. We're going to call you Peter. Okay, I have no idea what your name is. Let's take a look at Kohl's. Now, I do have some Kohl's, so let's take a gander at Kohl's. Now, Kohl's looks like it's a little bit up today. But this is the first thing I always want to look at. Hit like, thanks, Joe. First thing I always want to look at is where's the high, okay? Where's the low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now, and what direction is it going? She went up, sideways, down, sideways. That's what she's doing at this moment in time. Okay? So let's take a closer look at it. A year ago, we were right around 1952, which is kind of weird because we're at 20 bucks at the moment. Boston Dynamics. Joe, you actually got to give me a ticker symbol. Okay, but just to let you know, Boston Dynamics, I've never traded it before, so more than likely it's going to be a no. And the reason why I say more than likely it's going to be a no, because I've been doing it long enough, I know which companies have dividends and consistently increase dividends. Okay? Before you do, Joe, make sure it has 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. Okay, weekly options and dividends. All right, so Kohl's. A year ago, 1950, the high of the year. We actually have a double high of the year. Check it out. Back here in December and again here in the beginning of May. So from the beginning of May, she just drops. Check it out. down, up, down, and here's the bottom right here. So let's zoom into that and check a look at the bottom. I'm having issues with Instagram again. Now, Instagram was working pretty good last night. It's just not working good tonight. And I don't know why that is. All right. Here we go. Last 30 days. You want to look at the 17th. Okay. 30 days ago. Here we are. 30 days ago. 1875. Here's the bottom right here at 18. Shoots up to 21, 25. Pulls back down and back up again. So she's coming back to the upside. Now, Tuesday was a little high. Wednesday was lower. Thursday was lower. Okay, so now even though it looks like it's going up, the highs are just a little bit lower. Okay, lower highs and lower lows. So is it coming down? I don't know. Let's take a gander. Currently the price, $20.12. Well, the closest strike price to $20.12 is going to be the 20. And the 20 is selling for 54 cents a share. Okay, that's more than 2%. I love a 2% trade. Now, we're not going to look at this week's because this week only has 1 day left. So we're going to buy tomorrow morning and then sell next Friday's option strike. Okay, the closest one could be the 20. So let's actually do one. I like Kohl's. Let's see what the numbers look like for those of you that are new here. Now, I agree that it's 20. So I want to change the first thing over here. Now, if you didn't know, for those of you that are new here, this screen right here behind me, this is Think or Swim. You can download it for free. I get no commissions. I get no kickbacks on that. I just like this platform over and above all the other ones I've looked at. And I've looked at maybe 50 of them. And I actually wrote a book 12 years ago about all the different trading platforms when I was looking for a trading platform. This is the best one I found. So I continue to use it only because it has everything that I want in it. Antonio what is that? Pascucci. Pascucci, is that right? Pascucci. I don't know, Antonio. That sounds Italian and a half. Antonio. Yes, right. That's Italian and a half. What's the middle name? Antonio Pascucci. That's Italian. What's the middle? Is it like Anthony? No, wait a minute. Giuseppe. Anthony Giuseppe Batucci. Whatever it is. Anyway, sorry about that. Dominic. Dominic's not really Italian, is it? Dominic. Yeah, I guess it could be. Anyway. Alright, so here we are. I like Think or Swim. It has a lot of perks. It has a lot of attributes to it, and it just works for me. So first thing I want to do is I want to change this to a covered call. And here is right here, covered call. Remember, we like the 20. The 20 is right here. So let's buy it at 20. I'm having issues. Give me one moment. Do I have to turn this off and then turn it back? I'm going to turn it off and then turn it back on again. Off. Let it reset. Alright. First thing I always want to do, change it from a limit order to a market order. Let's buy just 100 shares. Alright, here's what it looks like. You ready? Buy one covered call of Kohl's. 25 October 24. That is the expiration date. That's next Friday. The $20 call strike against the stock. So I'm buying the stock first, and then I'm selling the 20 covered call, allowing someone to buy it from me for almost the exact same price I paid for it. What am I collecting? I'm collecting $53.50. It doesn't sound like a lot, but this is just one contract. You can get one contract, 5 contracts, 15, 20, however many you can afford comfortably. Now, I'm buying it at 2012. My profit is $53.50. So I bring out my calculator to find out exactly what kind of rate of return that would be for the week. So my profit, $53.50. I'm going to divide it by what is it costing me to do the trade. 1,947. 1,947. And that comes to a grand total of 2.7%. I love 2.7%. If I got 2.7% every single week, let's multiply it by 52. That's 142% for the year. That's a nice rate of return. Now, are you always going to get 2%? No. I average 1%. That's my goal. My goal is a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. This trade right here from Kohl's is a 2% trade. So you ask yourself the question, do I like Kohl's? And do I like Kohl's at this particular price? That's an interesting question that you need to ask yourself before you buy anything. Before you buy anything is, do you like it? Does it make sense? Am I willing to hold on to it? Adam Devine. Adam, how are you today? Adam, I never did get that spreadsheet you sent. That picture you were going to send. Let's see if we can get it working this time. Instagram. All right, let's see. Instagram. See if it works. All right. Oh, okay, so get out of that. Let's get out of that. Let's get out of this. Let's go back to here, and we're back to where we started again. So let's take a look at some more questions. Where can I send a picture of my trades to you? Adam, you know, it might be easier just do a a Zoom call. Okay, because I believe you are on the morning trading group, so you do have that privilege of doing that whenever you need to. Okay, let's get, what else we got? What else we got? All these people jumping in. Adam, keep your losses to yourself. That's funny. Okay, Luke, just to let you know, Luke. Luke, just to let you know, we try not to have any losses. Actually, we were chatting with Maria this morning. Maria's only been in for about, a month? A couple of weeks, a month? I don't know. 0 losses for her. Way to go, Maria. Inspire me more. Hey ya, hiya, ho ya. Yeah, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Okay, let's keep on going. Thanks for the great explanation, Barry. Barry, glad you liked it. Howard, dividend stock talk. Are you only buying stocks that are getting ready to pay their dividends? Well, Howard, why else would I buy them? Now, Howard, here's something. Now, you're new here, Howard. I'm really good with names. Really, I am. So when you stop by and you start chatting with me, Heppenstall, Howard Heppenstall, I'm really good with names. Okay, this is the first time you've ever shown up and the first time you've ever asked a question. So here behind me is an EX dividend calendar. It's just your regular calendar. It's the October 24. Okay, we are currently 17 right here. This is where we are right now, the 17th. Now, the reason why you have these little green dots here, those represent the EX date of a stock. Now, there's 4 dates to remember when you're dealing with a dividend stock. And I only do dividend stocks, and let me explain to you why I only do dividend stocks. Now, there's 9,714 different companies out there in the U.S. that we can invest in at any moment in time. I like dividend stocks, and here's the reason. A dividend stock, the company will give the shareholders, that's me and you. Once you buy a stock, you are a shareholder, you own a portion of the company. You are entitled to a portion of the profits. 9,700 companies. Half of them are going to take all their profits, put it back into the company for capital growth, accelerated stock price increasing. If you're looking for capital growth, you are in the wrong place. I appreciate you being here. I'm honored that you take the time out to listen to my BS. Anyway, if you're looking for capital growth, you're in the wrong place. Okay? This trading strategies, what I'm trying to give to you guys is cash flow. income, not capital appreciation. I'm 60 years old. I am retired. My little nest egg gets me 1% every week. That allows me to retire comfortably. I do not get a pension. I do not get Social Security. Anything and everything I get is from my own. I do not take any of that money from the government. The worst money you can possibly get is free money, and there's always strings attached when you're dealing with the government. No, thank you. So, only dividend stocks. So now that we decide we want dividend stocks, great. Out of the 9,700 of them, there's about 3,500 that actually pay a dividend or share their profits with us, the buyers. We are the buyers, we are the sellers. We buy the share. Okay, anyway. So why do I buy dividend stocks? Here's the reason. A dividend stock has a tendency to increase in value just before the EX dividend date. Let me explain to you what an EX dividend date is. There are 4 dates to remember. Oh, I haven't coughed in 3 days, damn it. Damn. There are 4 dates to remember when you're dealing with dividend stocks. Date number 1 is the announcement date. That's when they come out and say, hey everybody, this is so-and-so from IBM. We have this dividend we'll be paying out on this date. The announcement. They make a public announcement saying this is the dividend, this is when we're going to pay it. Date number 2 is the EX dividend date. The EX dividend date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. Okay? That is represented by these little green dots. Date number 3 is the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Date number 4, the payment date. Self-explanatory, that's when you get your money. So, if each one of these green dots represents a company, each one of these green dots, Kinder Morgan, Lowe's, Clorox, PNC Bank, Procter & Gamble, General Dynamics, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, JP Morgan, blah, 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 blah. Now, as I said, 9,700 companies. The only companies that I specifically look at are you ready? Dividend Kings. 54 companies that have increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. That's a half a century of increased dividends, year after year after year. Second, Dividend Aristocrats. 25 years, 67 companies that increased their dividends for 25 years. Dividend Champions. Again, 150 companies that have increased their dividends for 25 years also. A little bit of different rules between the Aristocrats and the Champions, but they both have 25 years of increased dividends. List number 4, the Dividend Contenders. 10 years to 24 years of increased dividends. 300 companies. Then I like to throw in, just for the fun of it, Warren Buffett's list. Okay, he has a bunch of stocks. If it's on Warren Buffett's list, I don't question it. I just buy it. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at Warren Buffett's list. Right there we go. Here we go. Warren Buffett's list for the month of October. Mondelez, U.S. Bank, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Globe Life, Verizon, Bank of MasterCard, Bank Mellon, Procter & Gamble, AbbVie, Bank Mellon. Oh, Bank Mellon twice. Cool. Ally Bank, and Aon. Okay? Those are Warren Buffett's list. So I have a bunch of different lists. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list, companies that are over 100 years old. I also have a list that's called my old list. I've been doing this for about 20 years. I've been collecting a list of companies that are consistently doing what I want. So why dividend stocks? Because stocks have a tendency to increase in value before the dividend is paid. So if we're looking at the calendar, okay, and if I want to collect the dividend for Procter & Gamble, there is a high probability that Buffett is an inside trader. Okay. Procter and Gamble. If I want to collect this dividend, I want to buy Procter and Gamble anytime before the 18th, which is the EX date. Okay, the 17th, the 16th, the 9th, the 11th, the 3rd, the 4th, the 1st, the 2nd, whatever. But what I want to do is I want to buy it 2 weeks before. Okay, 2 weeks before on a Monday. Reason why I want to buy it 2 weeks before on a Monday, because the stock goes up in value 2 weeks before the EX date. Now, why on a Monday? Because I like to buy the stock and then sell a covered call against it, because the stock covered call premium is usually higher than the dividend. So, that being said, that's the reason why I like dividend stocks. I notice you've been doing a lot of puts lately. What do you look for when you do puts? All right, now inspire me more. You are part of the morning trading group. I do puts in the morning trading group. I do not speak about them here. Here I only do covered calls, and that is it. I want a simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose strategy. And the way you get that is by doing the covered call. Now, I don't talk about puts here. I don't talk about spreads. I don't talk about calendars. I don't talk about back ratios. I don't talk about anything except for covered calls, because they are the safest trading strategy there is. Andrea, hi, can you? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Hi, can you do a scenario where your option expires and it makes sense at the strike price to roll? Oh, Andrea, we talked about this earlier today. It's always, always, always about the numbers. Okay? Now, I'll give you an example. Now, let's take a look at Win, because for those of you who've been following me, know that I've had Win since May. Okay, now, look where Win is at the moment. Cool, she dropped even more. Okay, high, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction? Up, down, up. Now she's coming back down again. Cool beans. I'm into Win in this particular account. 87.53. But I sold the 77s a couple of weeks ago, and I roll that forward every week. Now, I'm not getting a 1% from Win because it jumped way up to 107. Now it's back down to 97. Okay? I have to keep pushing it forward or rolling it forward in order to be able to get a premium from it. Now, I could just sit and wait for it to come back down, or I could take the loss. Now, if you know me well enough, I don't like taking losses. I don't. I am kind of taking a loss, if you want to look at it that way, because I'm keeping the money tied up. See, $53,000 tied up in Win, because I don't want to take a loss. I could take the loss and then take that money and buy something else, but then how long am I going to have to take that money and keep rolling it in order to make up for the loss? No, I don't want to take the loss. I'll just take the smaller premium. So let's actually do a roll forward with Win Resorts. Now, it's always I'm trying to think of the right word to use. It's always a game, because this is basically all this is a game. What did I buy it at? What option did I sell? Where's the stock price at now? Where's the option price at now? How does it all mesh together? All right. So I'm going to go and take a look. See, here's where Win is at the moment. It's at 97.99. Now, I'm into Win. We already know this. Okay. At 87.53. Well, I sold the 77s, which means it gives the right for someone to buy it from me at 77 anytime they want. However, whoever bought it from me paid $31 a share. So I really don't see them buying it from me at this moment in time, Because if you take the $31 they paid for the option, add it to the 77, well, they're going to have to buy it from me at 108. And currently the stock is only at 97. So I'm not in any jeopardy of losing my shares. I could wait and have it drop before I can buy that 77 back. But rolling it forward, you just right click, create a rolling order. There we go. And if I rolled it forward this week for one more week into the future, this way I'm saving the inevitable, okay, from happening. Because if I just ignored it, it would slowly drop and it would slowly get called away and I would lose money on it, and that's no. Okay, so if I want to roll it forward, I have to buy back the current option. And the current option is 1 November. That's the first week of November. I got to buy that one back, and then I'm going to sell the 8th November, which gives me another week. And that will give me a 17-cent credit. That's not even close to 1%. I think we did the math on it yesterday. Oh, no, this morning. We did the math on it this morning, and it's like 0.3. So it's like 1/3 of a percent. But here's the thing. 1/3 of a percent multiplied by 52 weeks, that's still over, I think it was over 16%. I have no problem with 16%. I prefer 50, but I'm not taking a loss, and I'm protecting my position, and I'm still having cash flow coming in. So it's always about the numbers. Okay, how do you want to massage the numbers? What are my opportunities? What are my choices? What can I do? What is the safest bet? That's what we discussed on Friday at 3 o'clock. Now, let's proceed. I'm not going to actually do this one. I'm just going to let it play out, because as you can see, the high of the year, the high of the 30-day period is here. It's slowly coming down. I think it's going to keep on coming down, and I'll be happy if it keeps on coming down. Scott Michael, going to join your membership to adopt your methodology. This appears rock solid. Well, I appreciate that. Scott, here, what you're seeing here right now, this is just Dividend Capturing 2.0. I actually wrote a book about it. Damn it. But in the morning trading group, we also do other strategies that might be helpful. And you have the opportunity to chat with me. And I stay on all day until you got and answer questions. Super Smasher! Woohoo! How you doing? Interesting name, Super Smasher. Alright. Richard Bruner, don't want to brag. Well, maybe. 10 weeks, no losses. Cool beans, dude. Way to go, Rich. How does the wife feel about that? Is she out shopping for things? Great job. Inspire me more. Same. I feel like one of them bots and comments, but I also haven't had a loss since I started in August. Cool beans. That's two. Actually, a bunch of them. All right. Simone, can you tell me, please, why strike price is too far from my current call? All right. Simone, I would love to be able to tell you that, but unfortunately, I have no idea what your current call is. So there's certain things I need to know. Number one, what's the stock? Number two, when did you buy it? Number three, what price did you buy it at? 4, did you sell a current this week on 18 October strike against it? Okay. Mom boss, Social Security isn't free money. It kind of is for some people and kind of isn't for others. Economy is tanking. Sell while you can. Oh boy, I hate it when people say that kind of stuff. Let me address you here for a second. Money doesn't disappear, and money doesn't, and stuff doesn't just drop for no reason. It only takes one person to yell fire, and then everybody panics. It only takes one person to say a recession, and then people start to panic. When people start to panic, then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think it's going to go down, then you're going to share it, and it probably will. Yeah, slang, don't be doing that shit. Seriously. Okay? Okay, stocks go up, stocks go down. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Nothing ever disappears. It changes hands. Okay, so when one stock goes up, another one will go down. When one goes down, one will go up. That's all it is. When you saw the big crash years ago, well, some went down, some went up. Okay, the money went somewhere. It doesn't just disappear. So please, if you can do that, I'll just have to block you, and I don't want to deal with that kind of shit. Mom boss, Social Security isn't free money. Well, it is if you're a government employee, because not a government employee, a congressman, because they think it's free. Howard, no, I like your strategy. It's smart. Thank you, Howard. Alrighty. Holy bad guys. First week of paper trading. Just realized I made that mistake of doing the opposite of what I did. Dude, that is the perfect thing to do. Make all your mistakes in a paper trading account. You are going to hit the wrong button. You are going to buy at the wrong time. You are going to do something totally wrong. Do it while it's not real. Big question. Just got here. What's your hedge strategy? I like your bull mindset, but how do you mitigate risk? Captain, how do I mitigate risk? Simple rules. Are you ready? Rule number 1. Never buy something you do not understand or you do not want to hold on to long term. Number 2, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose. Rule number 3, always, always, always make sure the company is consistently profitable. Me personally, I like 2 decades of consistent profits. That's 20 years for those you don't know what a decade is. Rule 4, weekly options are a must. And rule 5, make sure the numbers work. What are the numbers? Well, currently we're looking at WIN. It is at $97.99. What can I buy it for? Let's slide this over. I can buy it for $98.20. What is the closest strike price to the $98.20? Well, it's going to be the 98. So if I buy it at $98.20, I sell it to someone else for $98. I collect a premium of $197. So if I subtract the 20 cents that I'm going to lose, I'm going to walk away with $177. Now, what percentage is $177 over on a $98 stock? Well, we got our calculator here. So $177 is the profit. The purchase price is $98. Why not $98.20? Well, the reason why it's not $98.20 because I already subtracted the 20 cents off of my $197 profit. Okay, so what rate of return would that be? That's 1.8% return for 1 week. So if I can get a 1.8% return for 1 week on WIN, first of all, you have to ask yourself a couple of questions. Question number 1, does it make sense? Question number 2, do I like WIN Resorts? Question number 3, am I willing to buy it and hold on to it for as long as I need to hold on to it to make my profit? Well, we're doing weekly options. We're buying it on Monday, hopefully being out by Friday. Number 4, is it the right time to buy? Well, here's the 30-day chart. Here's the 30-day high, the 30-day bottom. She goes up, she's pulling back. Today, yeah, it's not the right time to buy WIN. Even though the numbers look great, it's not the right time to buy. Because look, here's the 30-day high. What happens on a 30-day high? More than likely, there's profit taking. So if you want to jump in here, hey, more power to you. I wouldn't do it, but I don't give advice. I just point out things and give you my opinion for entertainment purposes. That's it. This is not educational. This is just entertainment. Well, I guess you'd call it educational. I don't know. I just don't want to get in trouble with the powers that be. So, yeah, I don't give tips. I don't give recommendations. I just read numbers. I tell you what I do. Okay? I'm not telling you to do anything. Well, actually, I do tell you to do something. I tell you to do your own damn research. Okay? Just because I bought WIN, okay? And just because I'm pointing out if I bought WIN in the morning and I did this and I did that, I'm going to walk away with that. Yeah. Just because I say that, that doesn't mean you blindly listen to me. Do your own research. Make sure that it makes sense. Make sure it's something that you want to do. All right, CJ's got a question. What's the best way to get the membership perks? Registered at $100 a month for 1 week. I haven't received an email. No Zoom link. Dude, you got, all right. If you believe you signed up, I sent out a link to everyone this morning. I would need to know what email address you signed up with, because if you signed up this morning or what you said a week ago, okay, then you would have gotten an email with the links, and you would have gotten access to the Discord. If you haven't gotten anything, there's a possibility you got scammed, and I hate to say that. I hate it when people get scammed, and there's a lot of you that have been scammed. Okay, every couple of days I hear from someone, is this the real you? There's so many, yeah. There's 28, as of today, 28 other people pretending to be me. They actually use my videos, my pictures, and they say they're me. Yeah, it's not. Now, what I tell people to do is take a look at how many people am I following. I think I'm only following 2. That's it. Okay, I don't even know how many, wait a minute, let's quickly check. How do I check this quickly? Hold on, don't go anywhere, anyone. Did in stock talk. Following 12. Am I really following 12? I didn't think I was following 12. Oh well. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I missed something. All right, hold on a second. Where was I? Yeah, Social Security isn't real money. Okay, here we are, right here, back where we were. So, CJ, here's the best idea for you, because right now you're on YouTube, and I don't know. I haven't checked my YouTube emails for a while, but if you signed up on where is it right here? Hold on, let me find it. Right, here's my Patreon, Dividend Stock Talk. Okay, now I don't want to pull up the audience because that will give everybody a view of my things. But if you signed up here, every morning around 8 o'clock, I copy and paste a link of the Zoom call and send it out to everybody. So, best bet for you to do at this moment in time is go over to TikTok, sign in on TikTok, and send me your phone number there, and I will give you a call, because I need to know what your email address is so I can cross-reference with the vendor list, not the vendor list, the membership list. Other than that, I can't help you out. No help on Patreon chat. No Discord link. No Zoom link. Yeah, the Patreon chat, I usually do that once a week. There's just way too many emails that I get. It's hard to keep up with everyone. First week, Holy Bad Guy, shorting. Okay, Holy Bad Guys. I ended up shorting 1,000 shares and buying 10 call options. Okay. Good thing it's paper money. Yeah, it is. Rude dude. I'm at 9 weeks with only 1 loss. Was because I didn't read the trade before completing. That's the number one thing. I always tell people, read it out loud so you can hear what it is, because here's a couple of guys right here hit the wrong buttons. And it's always best to paper trade until you are really, really good at it. And you will know when you're ready, because you'll know, because you keep trading and trading and trading and keep making money. And it's not real money, but it's paper trading. Once you're really good at it, then you will know when to put real money into it. That's what I always tell people. If you're not ready, don't do it. Paper trading, all it is going to take some time. Now, I found that people spend more time planning a family barbecue than they do in their personal finances. If you don't have 10 or 15 minutes to change your retirement, I can't help you out. Boomba, what you got for me, Boomba? All right, Jax, Canu stock. Canoo. What the hell is that? Canoo. Dude, that doesn't even show up. Oh, Goev is Canoe. Okay, explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand. How can this thing have 20 years of increased dividends when it's 97 cents a share? Oh, that's a good one. 97 cents a share. Goev. Goev. 97 cents. There are no dividends in the selected time frame. Now, there's a reason why I like dividend stocks. Because I know when they're going to go up in value. They usually always go up just before the dividend. So if there's no dividend, how can you tell when it's going to move? Well, there's seasonality. Well, what does seasonality look like for this company? Well, right here. Okay, so the third week of October, it has a tendency to go up. But look at the premiums. Yeah, look at the premiums, dude. Hell no. Now, the premiums will give you a good idea. Now, I'm going to point it out to you. Look, at the money right now, 99 cents a buck. It's going for 1 penny. Yeah, no thank you. 1 strikeout, nothing. 2 strikes out, nothing. 3 strikes out, nothing. Yeah, you get nothing. Okay, let's look at Dell for a second. Dell. Okay, 129. Look at the 129. 286. Look at the 130. Money, 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 money. Why would I do a stock that has no premiums out of the money? Because if and when, it's not an if, it's when. When the stocks go down. See, look at Dell. Okay, it went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all stocks do. They go up, they go down. So what is your safety factor when the stocks come down? If the stock, look at here, 180, and it dropped all the way down to here. You're losing stock value, but you're still collecting the dividend. So what are you looking to gain? Here, I'm looking to gain a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. SWKS. Jill. SWKS. Cool. Give me a second. Boomba, is there any way that you share your calendar on your website? Oh, here's the funny thing. Where is my website? Not that one. Let's get out of that one. Go to this one. If you're trying to figure out what stocks I buy and sell at what time, it's right here. Okay, go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, week 1, first quarter. What did I trade week 1, first quarter? CVS, General Motors, Southwest Airlines. Okay, week 1 in this count. Macy's, General Motors, Ford, CVS. Okay, first week, first quarter. First week, second quarter. AEO, Macy's, AT&T, Albemarle, JD, Bitto. First week, Paramount, Macy's, JD, Albemarle, Macy's. Anytime you want to find out what I trade, they're all posted right here. Okay? What is this? Week 12, second quarter. Macy's, Bitto, Kohl's, Lowe's, AEO, Wynn, Kohl's. Every one of my trades is right there. So where was I? Here we go. Okay. Howard, thank you for explaining it. I appreciate it. Jill Bruner, how are you doing? SWKS. Hold on. Stanley Black & Decker. Hold on, is that right? SWKS. SWKS. Skyworks. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, see, I'm not right all the time. I'm wrong once in a while. So Skyworks. That's interesting. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, sideways, down, up, down, up, down. So now she's going up again. We're at 98. The 99 is going for 145. That's over 1%. That's cool. Let's take a look at that one. All right, a year ago, 95.31, we bottomed out at the end of October at 85.37. Up, down, sideways, the high right here. The high of the year was the middle of July, and that was 120.86. Okay, the last 30 days. Okay, last 30 days. Yeah, this one, sorry, Jill, that doesn't look very good. 30 days ago, we're at 97. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. The bottom's at 93. The top's at 101.50. No real direction, no real rhyme or reason to this one. But what does it normally do this time of year? This time of year... Yeah, that looks ugly, Jill. Sorry. Look at it. That's just ugly. She's going to drop and shoot up. But Skyworks, I don't think I've ever traded Skyworks. SWKS. How many dividends has Skyworks been paying? Oh, Jill, come on. It's only 10 years worth of dividends. 11, 13, 26, 28, 32, 38, 44, 50, 56, 62, 68, 70. Nice. A nice consistency to the upside, but only 10 years. But if 10 years works for you, hey, that's fine. 10 years doesn't work for me. I like 20 years. Sorry. That's probably why Skyworks isn't on my list. All right, let's keep on going. Do we have something for beginners to learn? Daily Truth Update. Interesting. Vlad, James, can you check AAP? Yeah, sure. Inspiring Memo. Okay. We willing? We'll be joining 25 minutes late tomorrow, but I will be there and with a mic finally. Cool beans. I have no idea where I'm going to be tomorrow. I was at my mom's house today working there again. She wants to move back in after the hurricane. She's right down. She's in Venice at the moment. Living with my ex-wife. My ex-wife. Everybody loves my ex-wife. Anyway, besides the point. Okay, so that's Skyworks. What are we looking at now? Oh, Vlad wants to look at AAP, Advanced Auto Parts. Nice. Look at that. I take one quick look at the chart and I say, nice. Look at, here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look, up, down, bouncing off the bottom here. I want to see this right there. But before I take a look at that, what are the numbers looking like? 39.58. The closest one's going to be the 40. The 40 is going for 85 cents. That's 2%. I'm going to write that one down. I'm going to write it down and circle it. I can get 2% in 1 week. Hell yeah. All right, let's take a look at the chart. All right, a year ago, 54.62. The high of the year was 88.67, and that was the end of March. From there, look at the drop. A nice slow sloping drop, and then she just tanks and keeps on going. All right, well, let's take a look at Advanced Auto Parts. The last 30 days. All right, so here we go for the last 30 days. I don't know. I might want to wait a little bit on this one. 30 days ago, 41.50. 43.50 is the high. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Now she's coming back down again. Might want to hold off until sometime mid next week. So we're going to write AAP for next week. It is written down for next week. Is it live creation or live creation? How do you do call outs? Liv, I have no idea what do you mean by call outs. I have no idea what that means. Hey, do you do call outs? What the heck does anybody know what a call out is? Alright. Augie, are you doing that dividend ARB that's less tax efficient than just collecting the dividend? ARB, is that arbitrage? I have no idea. What does that mean, ARB? Arabia? Arbitrage? Arbitrary? I have no idea what that means. That's less tax efficient than just collecting the dividend. I don't like collecting the dividend only because the dividend is usually less than the premium. So let's take a gander at a couple. Just for the fun of it. Bank Mellon, 47 cents is the dividend. BK. The current strike price, 78. All right, well, that's 30 cents. Not the same. And it's a monthly. I don't like monthlies. Alley Bank, 30-cent dividend. Okay, it's at 36, the 37s, 85-cent premium. So 85-cent premium is higher than the dividend. So let's look at another one. Procter & Gamble. Ooh, $1.06 for a dividend, $1.06. So Procter & Gamble. PG. Procter & Gamble, 173, 72.50, 172. Well, that's the wrong one. I don't want to do this week's. I want next week's. 172, 219. So, as you can clearly see, the premiums are higher than the dividends. So, Augie, why would I want to collect the dividends if the premiums are usually twice as much as the dividend? Dividend is usually half the premium. Anyway, besides the point. But the dividend only available once every 90 days. The premium is available every 7 days. Bama Redneck, flower, woohoo, thank you. So, think about it. Why would I collect the dividend when I can collect the premium and the premium is higher? Ooh, that's cool. Oh, come on, it disappeared. All right. Live Creation. What platform do you use? This platform right here is called Think or Swim. Hold on. I've never done this before. Let's do this. Thinkorswim.com. Now, how will we do this? Come on. It's not loading. Thinkorswim.com. Oh, anyway, you could just download Thinkorswim onto your computer, laptop. I usually walk people through how to set them up. Augie Dog, but all you're doing... Augie Dog, here's an interesting question. I missed that question. Oh, and I wanted to hear it too. Wow, I missed all these questions, damn it. Okay. Augie Dog. But all you're doing is losing opportunity cost. Wow. Now, Augie Dog, you're really going to need to explain that one to me, because I'm averaging over 50% return per year. So on a $100,000 account, I'm making $50,000. 50% per year. So your opportunity cost, you're telling me that I could make more than 50% a year in opportunity cost? Okay. Fine. Now, if that's what you're looking for, you may be in the wrong place, because I explained my situation quite clearly. I'm retired. I don't want to take risks. I want something that is simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for me to lose. Okay, those 5. Okay, I don't want to sit in front of the computer all day long. Anytime you see a video from me, hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. This is a 10-minute trading strategy. I look at what stocks are available for the week. I go through the rigmarole, whatever you want to call it. Look at the chart, look at the numbers, fine, I buy it. It's never, for me, it's never a question of what stocks to look at or what stocks to buy. Okay, you see the list here? See the little green dots? Okay, we are currently in week number 17. Week number 17. Abbott Labs, FCX, EOG, Colgate Palmolive, Procter & Gamble. These are the only stocks I want to look at this week on this list. Okay, it doesn't take me long to find 1 or 2 stocks. How many stocks do you actually think I buy on a weekly basis? I only buy 2 or 3 a week. That's it. Buy 2 or 3 a week, roll them over, and then the next week I buy another 2 or 3. Roll them over, next week I buy another 2 or 3. Finding 2 or 3 stocks is not that difficult. Look at my list. This is just one list. So I buy the only ones I'm looking at. These 5 on this list. Those are the only ones. If I find one, great, I'll buy it. If not, I'll go to my other list and I'll buy it. But the only ones I'm looking at is there. And I'm getting 1% a week. That is perfectly fine by me. That's 50% per year. I am perfectly okay making 50% per year, less than an hour a week. Less than an hour a week, making 50% rate of return on my account. If you see the accounts that I have, come on. Okay, account number 1, 159,000. 1% of 159,000 is $1,500. Okay, 200,000. 1% of that is $2,000. This one right here, 100,000. 1%. Well, actually, it's 131 now. That's 1,300. If you can make 13, 2, and 15, 20, 40. That's $4,500 a week for 1 hour of work. If you can do better than that, less than an hour, I'd be more than glad to take a look at it. But remember what I'm looking for. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. That's what I'm looking for. If you have something that is better than that, you have an audience here of 111 people. They'd be more than happy to hear what you have to say. Okay, if you're not looking for what I got, you don't really need to be here. Okay, I know what opportunity cost is. All right, I'm 60 years old. I prefer to go to Sarasota, hang out with my son, help him put windows in, help mow the lawn. I like going to my mother's house, help mow her lawn, trimming the trees, trimming the hedges. I don't want to sit in front of the computer. I like hanging out with my grandson. Okay, in the summertime, we were swimming every day, having popsicles, had cake and ice cream for breakfast. I don't want to sit in front of the computer. I really don't care about certain things. Money is not a major driving factor for me anymore. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week works perfectly fine for me. All right, so anyway, let's keep on going. Andrea, thank you. I assumed about the numbers. Some folks think they are all know. Thanks, Andrea. Makes me feel better. What is your thoughts on PAYC? I can tell you honestly, never heard of them. So let's take a look. PAYC. What the heck is PAYC? PAYC. Paycom Software. That's a no. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? Okay, reason why it's a no, monthly optionable stock. Monthly optional stocks, here's the thing. Now, I admit freely I didn't go to college. I took the path less traveled. I got out of high school, I joined the service. Got out of the service, I went into an apprenticeship with a gentleman making artificial coral reefs for museums and aquariums. I started my own business. I had my own manufacturing business for a number of years. I sold it, traveled the world for a while, kicked back, relaxed, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Now it's time for me to retire, so this is where I'm at. But I do know one thing. Monthly, 12 months in a year, means I can get a check 12 times. Weekly, I can get a check 52 times. Now, I know I don't have a college education, but I do know that 52 is a hell of a lot better than 12. And I'm okay with 50% per year. 86 is in the house. Way to go. All right, Rich Bruner. My wife is now getting into this, so now I'm irrelevant. Hey, Rich. Now, don't take this personally, Rich, but I seen the picture of the two of you together. What the hell does she see in you? She's a hottie. Anyway, now, I'm glad that your wife, and I'm actually glad that the two of you are doing it better. Now, here's something, Rich, you're going to have to accept. Okay? Women are better traders than men. Terribly sorry, dude. It just is what it is. Where'd we go? Where'd all my questions go? There they are. I did it again. Missed all these questions. Where am I? All right, there we are, right here. Oh, look at this. Austin's here. What's happening, Austin? 100 shares equals 1. Good, dirty, yes. All right. Malit. Malit. ExxonMobil or Chevron if I'm looking for a long-term hold energy stock that pays dividends. All right, Malit, you're new here, okay? I don't do anything long-term. The longest I've ever held anything is 9 months, and that was Kimberly-Clark. Didn't do it on purpose. I bought it, it dropped. I had to wait 9 months for it to go back up. But in that 9-month period, I did collect 3 dividends and about 32, 33 premiums. So the premiums way outweighed the dividends. So I have no idea why you're thinking long-term. Okay, if you can get a weekly cash flow from either Exxon or Chevron, why do you want to hold it long-term? Just keep rolling. Let's pull one up. ExxonMobil, XOM. Look at ExxonMobil. Down, up, 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 down. You can jump in, jump out many, many times. Why would you want to just buy and hold? I mean, think about it. Okay, wait a minute. My Riley is in the money. Paul, my Riley's in the money at the moment and over what I paid. Going to let it get assigned and get back into cash. Paul, I couldn't agree with you more. Okay, my Riley, funny thing is, my Riley got assigned 2 days ago. I don't care. I made my 1% off of it. I really, honestly don't care. So, back to you, Malik. When it dropped down to here, or down to here, that's the part where you buy. When it jumps up, you sell it. When it drops it down again, you buy it again. When it runs back up, you sell it when it gets high. When it comes back down, you buy. Sell, buy. Where do you think it's going to go? I mean, think about it. All right? It was 126 a while ago. Now it's at 120. Well, where do you think it's going to go next? So what is wrong with the idea of buying it at 120, okay? Right now it's at 120. You can sell a covered call at 160. Okay, the 120 is going for 160. Okay, that's over 1%. 1% every single week is over 50% per year. Now, if I go backwards, okay, now at 96, 50% would be 135, somewhere in that area. So it never hit 135. And that's at the low. Okay, that's a 50% return. 50% return at the bottom was 96. A 50% increase on a 96, that is 48 bucks. onto that, and that's 130, 150, 153, somewhere in that area. But it's not even on the chart. What? You know what? You do what works for you. You want to buy long term, more power to you. I don't do long term. What are options? David, what are options? Let me give you a quick scenario. David, let's say hypothetically you have a car sitting on the side of your yard, let's say it's a 93 Camaro, all right? You decide, hey, it's time to get rid of this thing. You take it off the side of the yard, put it in the front lawn, put a for sale sign on it. Todd comes down the street and says, hey, I like your car. Let me give you $100 right now. Hold it for me until Friday. If I come back, I'll give you the $1,000 for it. If not, you keep the 100, sell it to someone else next week. That's an option. That's a call option. You're buying a stock at a certain price. You're giving somebody the opportunity to buy it from you at a certain price by a certain date. The certain price is the call strikes. Let me just open this up a little bit. Okay? You're buying the stock for this price. You're selling the stock for the exact same price you paid for it, and someone's going to give you an option. Now, the option means that they have the right to buy it from you at whatever price you decide by whatever date you decide. Okay, 18 October, that's tomorrow. 25 October, that's next Friday. 1 November, that's 3 Fridays away. 8 November, that's 4 Fridays away. 15 November, that's 5 Fridays away. Gives you the right, not the obligation, to buy at a certain price by a certain date. Okay? Price you pay for the stock. You can sell the 120, the 121, the 122, the 123, the 116, the 117. You can sell whatever you want. But what we're doing here is we're trying to leverage odds and probabilities to have it in our favor. So that way, number one, do we like the company? Well, it's ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil's been around for over 100 years. They consistently increase their dividends. They're consistently profitable. But what they are not is consistent with their pricing. Look at the high of the year is 126. The low of the year is 96. Okay, it goes down, it goes up. It goes down, it goes up. It goes down, it goes up. All stocks do the same thing. Where you jump in on the merry-go-round, that's up to you. Okay, I like to buy at a bottom. See, down, up, down. Now it's on the uptrend. That's where I want to buy. After a 30-day high, she comes down, makes a new low, and then she starts going back up again. That's where I want to buy. Buy low, sell high. I don't like to hold on to anything. I tried it once. After 17 years, the wife left. So, yeah, no, it doesn't work for me. So I buy it, I make my profit, I get rid of it, and I get a new one. That's a terrible analogy to use women. It's the same thing. Well, she was a good girlfriend for a while. Now I got rid of that one, now I get a new one. Yeah. So hopefully I hope you understand that one. Jack Bear, how are you today over here in Instagram world? Alright, so let's keep on going. Is Jose, is that right? Hosu? Is Wolfspeed a good company to invest in? I honestly could not tell you. I have no idea who they are. Now, me personally, I only invest in companies that are basically household names. Let me quickly show you what I'm talking about. Okay, household names. U.S. Bank, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Globe Life, Verizon, MasterCard, Bank Mellon, Procter & Gamble, Aon, AbbVie. You know, companies that you've heard of. You know, ExxonMobil, Chevron, AT&T, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Consolidated Edison, General Electric, those kind of companies. Wolfspeed, never heard of them. I particularly like companies that have 20 years of increased dividends. That means they're profitable. Okay? And they've been in business for over 20 years. Wolfspeed, no idea. Did you say win? Oh, I said win. W-Y-N-N. Oh, there you go. What's that? Rudy Kadisha, how are you today? Love to hike. Dude, I haven't heard from you in a while. What's happening, Love to hike? You are promising to sell someone your shares, so a stock at a certain price. You're right. Yep. Yeah, agreed. Okay. Facts. Wild beast. Wildebeest? Wildebeest. Okay. Love to hike, David. And they give you a premium to hold that price. Yep. How do you read candlesticks? Triposter. How do you read candlesticks? Ooh, I like that question. All right, you're going to see candlesticks are very similar. They have characteristics. Let me explain to them. A candlestick. You got a candle. Okay, these are all candles. Okay, wick on the top, wick on the bottom. Okay, now green, right? Green. The top of the wick is the high of the day. The bottom of the wick is the low price of the day. The bottom horizontal line on the green candle is the opening price of the day. The top horizontal line on the green is the closing price of the day. Now, the red, almost the same, but a little opposite. Top of the wick, high of the day. Bottom of the wick, low of the day. On a red day, that's a down day when the stock is down. The top horizontal line is the opening price of the day. The bottom horizontal line is the closing price of the day. Okay, so there's 5 numbers you need when you're taking a look at a stock. Opening price, high of the day, low of the day, closing price, and then volume. Volume is how many shares traded. Okay? So top of the wick, high, low, open, close. On the green, high, low, open, close. Okay, so let's keep on going. I have absolutely no understanding of option trading. Big Mac, actually you do, you just don't realize it. Let me explain it to you. Now let's say, Big Mac, hypothetically speaking, you're at a party and you yell out, "Hey, I'm running to the packy. Anybody want something?" So John over there is going to say, "Yeah," throws you a 20, "Pick me up a 6 of Mick." Okay? Gave you the money to go pick up something. Same thing. Okay? You're buying a 6-pack of beer. This is what it costs. And then he's going to give you gas money to go pick it up. Same thing. Okay? You're buying a stock. You're selling it to your buddy. He's giving you gas money. Same thing. Okay? You buy a stock that you like, 120. Give it to him 120. And he gives you a premium for doing it for him. You're doing the same thing. You're buying a stock. This is what I do. I buy a stock on a Monday. I sell a covered call on a Monday. I collect the premium on a Monday. Come Friday, he's either going to pay for it or not. If he pays for it, great, it's his. If he doesn't pay for it, I still keep the premium, and then I sell it to someone else next week. I hope that kind of simplifies it for you. All right, Big Mac, just hang out here. For a while you'll get it. Yep. Do you use Telegram? No, I do not. Hey, Michael David Robinson, where are you today, dude? Interesting today. I got to the Zoom link on my email, but not on Patreon. Alrighty, a little lost there. Is this really you? No, it is not. It is someone pretending to be me. Wildebeest. Yes. Scott, 12. Okay, I'm totally lost. What do you think about drug? Never heard of it. Sorry, Rob. Drug. D-R-U-G. Yeah, oh hell no. Sorry, dude. That was just plain old ugly. Holy bad guys. Ha! Just realized I have 11 of your fake profiles following my account. There's 28 of them that I know of. Bright Minds Blow. I have no idea what that means, Robert. You have good advice, but I prefer to make bad decisions. Thanks. Hey, I tell you what, Big Mac, you let us know what you're buying, and we will buy the opposite. You're not the first person to tell me that. Check out SoFi. I can tell you no now, but I can pull it up and then tell you no. No, don't like SoFi. Now, SoFi, it looks as if it's okay. Okay? Look at the chart. Okay? Nice, interesting. It has weekly options. Okay. $9.90. The 10 is going for 25 cents. That's 2.5%. So why don't I like SoFi? Well, here's why. I like using Yahoo Finance for my financial information. Okay, so here's why I don't like SoFi. There are no dividends in the selected time period. So why would I buy it if it has no dividends? I mean, the title of the page, the title of the show is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. So if it says dividend investing for weekly cash flow and the stock has no dividends, it's basically just wasting our time. So it's a no. I like companies that have dividends. SoFi I don't like because I can't show you how crappy they are because they don't have any dividends. So how do I know if they're good or not? How do I know if they're profitable? You mean I have to go back and look at every single quarterly report, every single annual report? Yeah, no thank you. I like companies that share their profits. Clearly, they do not. Okay, so when the stock goes down, what am I collecting? Nothing. All right, anyway, yeah, I don't do SoFi. Sorry. Fairly 2X. Can I join your morning group while I still learning on Thinkorswim? Yeah, a lot of people do that. As a matter of fact, fairly a lot. I actually insist. If you are going to join, if you're, because it might not be for you. Maybe not yet. You may be ready for it. You may not be. I'm not trying to dissuade you or anything. But if you're just learning, it depends on how committed you are. I mean, if you're really committed and you really want to do it, great, fine. I'd be more than glad to answer any questions you have. And I do. Seriously, I do. Sign in at 9 a.m. and I don't sign off until you guys are done with the questions. Because I'll say, after everything's done and over, anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Anybody, what do you want to take a look at? And I will stay there as long as you have questions for me to answer. If you're done with the questions, great. That's perfectly fine. Now we have live trading every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 days. I take 2 days off. I think I deserve it. But I'm here every night, 7 days a week. Now, I've only missed 5 days this year. I used to say 2. One day I was sick as a dog. Other day I took somebody to the emergency room, so I couldn't be available. 3 days last week because of the hurricane. No water, no electricity, no internet. I actually lost $2,200 on Friday because I couldn't get online to make the trades. I got online, I made 4 trades. I couldn't do the 5th one, and the 5th one kicked my ass. $2,200. But here's the thing. It's a learning experience. Okay, so I can actually look you in the face and say, if you don't pay attention, you could lose money. If you can't get a decent signal on a Friday, you better figure out how to figure it out. Or you will. Yeah, I lost $2,200 on Friday. Scott, yeah, on, where is it? That 10-minute trade, which should be, the link should be in the bio, right there. Live trading. When you click on, where the hell did it go? You click on that, and that will take you to the Patreon, Dividend Stock Talk. Or you could always slide down a little bit lower, and it says, live trading, join our morning trading group. And where does that take you? To the Patreon. All right, yeah. Only because I don't know how to do a membership site. If I knew how to do a membership site, I'd do it, but I don't, so I use someone else's stuff. It is what it is. Okay, ASIM. Oh, I just showed that. Alright. You should get into CIM. They pay a good dividend. That CLM? I think I know who CLM is. I think I've done that one before. CLM. Is that Clement? Yeah, Cornerstone. They have no options, dude. Sorry. Okay? Whoever said CLM, sorry, it has no options. That's a no. That's a no. Oh, I missed all these questions. Damn it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. CLM is a no. Please do GEVO. Beaux Arts Gallery. GEVO. I can tell you no now. Or I can click on this and then tell you no. Sorry, GEVO is no. Aria. Tesla. Tesla's a no also. TSLA. Now the reason why Tesla's a no is Tesla has no dividends. So why would I want to invest in a company? See, the reason I like dividends is because I can tell when the stock's going to move. Because stocks only move for two reasons, a known reason and an unknown reason. Well, what's an unknown reason, you ask? Hurricanes, floods, tsunamis, mudslides, acts of nature. Something you cannot plan for. It just happens. The Exxon Valdez, remember when that crashed? Okay, all that oil in the Northwest? Yeah, ExxonMobil stock dropped. British Petroleum, same thing when they sprung a leak. British Petroleum sunk also. You cannot plan for a natural disaster or an unknown reason. Okay, number two, a known reason. What is a known reason? That's something you can plan for. Dividends, earnings, quarterly reports, that's the same thing. Splits, seasonality. What seasonality? Well, seasonality is the change of the seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Now, you cannot argue the fact that in the winter time, companies up north have to throw on the heater. In the summertime, companies down south got to throw on the AC. It affects the bottom line. You can click right here, hit the seasonality chart. Is there a seasonality draw on this company? Well, not really. Okay, Tesla is kind of like all over the place. But, whoops. I don't know the Weight Watchers. No. Weight Watchers stock goes up the first of the year. Why do you think that is? Well, we all know certain stocks go up in spring. Certain stocks go down in the summer. That's called seasonality. Now, I already took a look at Tesla. And I already told you I don't do Tesla because Tesla doesn't share their profits. So why would I have the desire to take a look at it? And they don't have dividends. Now, I use the dividends to tell me when the stock moves. Well, if there's no indicator to tell me when the stock's going to move, where's my advantage? Now, remember I told you there's 9,714 different companies available. Well, Tesla's just one. Okay? There's 9,713 other ones. Okay? You may like Tesla. Fine. Dandy. You know, great. Good for you. I don't do it because I don't have an advantage doing it. I don't know when it's going to move. Okay, I can look at AT&T and I say, well, they have their dividend here. They're going to go up in price here. Okay, there's 4 quarters in a year. Okay, in those 4 quarters, there's 13 weeks. Okay, if you break it down week by week by week, okay, look, first week you have these 5. Second week you have these 3. You have this week those 2. This week you have 1, and this week you have 3. Well, that's just one list. If I go to one of my other lists, okay, look at what we're looking at here. John Deere, Fifth Third Bank, Mendeley's, U.S. Bank, Cardinal Health, Comcast, Cisco, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, J.P. Morgan. Those are great companies. They have dividends. I can tell when they're going to move. Okay, I don't buy anything long term. See, if I buy Cisco or Comcast, I'm going to get my 1%. And I'm going to say, thank you very much. I will see you again in 90 days. Because look, October is, Comcast is the first week of the quarter. Now, October is the fourth quarter. So what is the third quarter? That would be July, right? Whoops. Look, Comcast, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Cisco, General Dynamics, J.P. Morgan, and Lennar. Look, and Cardinal Health, can't forget them. That's the third quarter. Okay, let's look at the second quarter. That would be April. Okay, April 24. Comcast, Cisco, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, J.P. Morgan. And then we can go all the way back to January. That's the first quarter. Oh, look at that. January 2024. Comcast, Cisco, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, J.P. Morgan. It is the exact same list. Week after week after week after week. There's 13 weeks in a quarter. Okay? Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Week 6, week 7, week 8, week 9. Week 10, week 11, week 12, week 13. And then look at this. Back to week 1 again. Comcast, Cisco, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, J.P. Morgan. Looks familiar, right? Every week is over. Every 90 days, the list starts over again. And it's the same thing over and over and over again. Google pays 1.3 now, but looks like it will be already a 2-week pullback. Okay, Albert, terribly sorry, but if you take a look at the list of how often Google has paid dividends, you'd be thinking twice, dude. Seriously. Okay, I looked at Google 19 more years and then I'll start buying it. Unless Warren Buffett buys it first. Alright, love to hike. 28 weeks of this strategy. I am 0.8%. Okay. I miss we're at 10:45. We're alright. I keep missing. If I don't pay attention to this thing, it keeps on moving, and I keep missing some of these questions. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm not listening to you, or I'm not reading your questions. Wow, I missed quite a bit. Where am I? Okay, here we go. GVO. GVO's a no. Tesla's a no. Tesla's a no. No dividends, thank you. Own it. Hi, what do you think about RITM? No. That was quick. TSLY? No. Bitcoin hit 68 today. Jolly good. I feel bad for those who bought it at 72, which was the high. Yield max? No. Is that Thinkorswim? Yes, it is. They are talking about trading options. Yep. RITM? No. Do I have a course? Yes. Or anything online to learn more? Yeah, I got about 300 videos and 900 podcasts. Anyone even match Calvin Hill? Calvin Hill has about 100. Ooh, Milton wants to take a look at Siri. SIRI. We'll take a look at it. Hold on. Calvin Hill, love the dude. Chat with him once. He's not a fan of mine. I'm a fan of his, but he's not a fan of mine. Call out when a person sends out a message that a stock looks good for trade. Oh, use that your Perel. I may roll it. Ooh, Milton. It's an idea. Michael David Robertson. Yeah, thanks. A call out. Wouldn't that be a text? Isn't that kind of like what we do every morning? Alright. Patrick Doherty. Misty World News. He does this every night. Hang around a few more days and you'll pick it up. Cool. Mr. World News. Do you have a course or anything? Yeah, I've written 14 books and I actually have a home study course. The redneck, I do. He seems to know his stuff. Oh, thank you, I think. Thank you, Patrick. Paramount. Vlad wants to take a look at Paramount. I like Paramount. Paramount used to be, or is on Warren Buffett's list. PARA. And I think, does anybody know if they've actually signed a contract yet? Because they were into negotiations for a buyout. I'm not 100% sure if the buyout actually went through or not. All right, Ren. No, I'm not talking about Bitcoin at all. That you, if you guys been here long enough, you know I don't do cryptocurrency. It's just plain old no for me. Until it becomes legal tender. Once it becomes legal tender, the whole game changes. All right, Vlad wants to look at Paramount. Here's our high. Here's our low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Imagine that last year is at 12. Today it's at 10:30. Okay? Missed that whole thing. Now imagine holding for a year. Okay? So a year ago you bought it at 12. Okay, it's right there. A year ago, at 12. She dropped down to 10. And then she shoots up to 17. Comes back down, and now you're back at the exact same spot again. What's the point of holding on to it? What are you collecting? 4 dividends? Big deal. Why not buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, so, as it moves. If you like, this is what we do with all our stocks. We look at the same stocks over and over and over again. So when they come down, we buy it. When it goes up, we sell it. Down, up, down, up. That's all they do. All right, so anyway, Vlad, let's take a look. 10:33. I'm going to say no. And I'm probably not going to do Paramount anymore because here's what I dislike about it. And I've just started noticing this lately. The current price is 10.36. So we have two options, two opportunities. The 10 or the 10.50. The 10 is going for 26. Okay. You take 36 off that, you walk in with 10 cents. 1%. Whoop-de-doo. The 10.50, you're getting 3 cents. Yeah, no. But look at 2 strikes out of the money. 0. 3 strikes. 0, 0, 0. Yeah, no. If you take a look at Dell, look at the premiums. At the money, nice. 1 strike out of the money, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, all the way down. So I'm going to start changing a few things. I want to take a look at 1, 2, 3 strikes out of the money. Because if and when the stock goes against us, we want to make sure we're bringing in something. So, sorry, Vlad. Let's go to the next one. 86. He's talking a lot about Bitcoin right now, and I'm on the fence about a long-term investment. All right, Ren, I get that. I don't do Bitcoin, so I don't know where you got that one from. Thinking about FCX on Monday. The thoughts of ED. ED is Consolidated Edison. They've been around for over 200 years, and they are a monthly optional stock, so ED is going to be a no. FCX, Freeport McMoran. FCX. Okay, dividends. Ooh, all the way down to the 90s. Ooh, let's take a look at some of the numbers. 96, 11. And then 97, 11. 98, 3. 5, 10, 13. 25, 16, 25, 16, 38, 16. 38, 16, 38, 16, 16, 16, 22, 25, 8, 15, 50, 25, 50, 25, 31. This is all over the place, dude. I'm going to say hell no. No consistency whatsoever. Now, the reason why I'm looking for consistency, now, see, having a hard time getting my words out. Does it make sense? Now, when you're retired, now most of you probably aren't retired yet, but when you're retired, you really do need a consistent, predictable amount of money coming in. So, with a company like we just saw, okay, 25 cents a share, 31 cents a share. Great, it's going up. And then they cut it down to, oh, then it jumps up to 131. Now I'm happy. Let's go to Bahamas. But then they cut it down to 5 cents a share. And then 16 cents a share. Then 5 cents a share. See, I have bills that come due. So if I'm getting $1,000 a month, 1 month, and then the next month I'm getting $5 a month, that's just going to piss me off. No, I don't like companies with no consistency. Okay, if you like the company, more power to you. Okay, I like consistency. I like predictability. Okay, now I'm not even going to look at Consolidated Edison ED because I know they're a monthly. Mr. World News, he has a website, the 10-Minute Trader, that also has some information. Aria? Is that Aria? LYG? What the heck is LYG? That's a no. Lloyd's Banking Group. Is that Lloyd's of London? Cool. All right, user 5724036208980. That's a strange name. Is that what it's on the birth certificate, dude? All right, Dell. I like Dell. Let's take a look at Dell. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at the direction. Up, down, up. Currently at 129, the 129.70. So the closest one's going to be the 130, $2.40. Okay, that's over 1.5%. I like Dell. Okay, I'm a child of the 60s and 70s and 80s. I grew up with Dell. I'm going to stretch a long day. I didn't have a nap today. So when you're retired, you get to really enjoy afternoon naps. That's what they call them, siestas. Oh. All right, let's keep on going. A year ago, we're at the bottom, 63.40. Topped out at 180.45. Bottom down again at 87. Look at the movement. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it is going to the upside. Great. It's still lower than the year low, but it's still going it's still moving up nicely. Last 30 days. Here we go. Now, I really don't like buying at a 30-day high. I don't. Okay? Up, down, up, down, up. So currently, the 129.70, the 130 is going for 240. If you like Dell, and that's a very big question because it's currently at a 30-day high. I don't like 30-day highs. As a matter of fact, I'm going to write Dell down for 2 weeks from today. So it's already written down for 2 weeks from today. Okay, thoughts on Nike? Allie likes Nike. It's NKE for Nike. NKE, Nike. I had Nike earlier this year. Okay, I bought Nike right here, right around where the Olympics were. Okay, the Olympics were right around here. Okay, just before the Olympics, Nike dropped from 95 all the way down to 75. Lost $20 overnight. That's crazy. Okay, high, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? Look at the last 90 days. Up, down, now she's going back up again. Cool beans, currently at 83 to 83.50. So we're looking at 84. 84 is not quite 1%. I think I'd have to pass on Nike because, yeah, just don't look right. But here's the thing. This gap here, well, it filled here. But look at this gap here. This gap should be filling eventually, coming back to the upside. But you see where she is? Up, down. Now she's going to the upside. So she could be going up. But at 83.50, the 83 is going for 130. You take 50 cents off that, you're making 80 cents, not 1%. So you're not getting 1% on Nike. Now, I do like Nike, but you're going to see some stocks, even though you like them, they don't always give you a good 1%. Good morning from Nigeria. Emmy, how are you in Nigeria? All right. Do you think I should put it even Just 100. I have no idea, Ren. Let's go. Ren, nothing wrong with that. That's what a lot of people do. And you can always add it later. Okay. Moot. No idea. What the heck is moot? Now, I understand what moot point means, but what the heck is moot? There's no such thing as moot. Moots. Moots. M-O-O-T-S. No such thing. Right. As long as you're patient and willing to wait long term. Simple, safe, consistent 1% a week. That's your man, James. Yep. What can I do this week, next week for a decent gain? You're definitely in the wrong place, dude. Okay? If you're looking for something decent in the next week or two, yeah. This ain't it. Seriously. I don't want you to waste your time or your money. Because here it's slow, it's boring, it's monotonous, it's very turtle-ish. Weird name. But, yeah, we look for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. If you're okay with 1% per week, yeah, great. If you're looking for a decent return, yeah, this ain't it. Sorry. This is for old fogies who want 50% per year, not per week. Step 1, get started. Actually, I think step 1 is self-evaluation. Okay? Now, what I mean by self-evaluation is figure out where you are. Figure out where you want to be. Okay? Now, we're all at a certain age, so we can, cut the bullshit and get right to it. Okay? I'm 60 years old. Did I plan to be here at 60? Nope. One thing led to another, so here I am. Now, I have X amount. And X amount at 1% a week is fine for me. Okay, I'm not living in a penthouse. Okay, I'm not driving a Lamborghini or a Rolls Royce or a Cadillac or a Hispano Suiza or a Duesenberg. Nope, I'm driving an old van, an old conversion van. I like it. It allows me to come and go and travel where I want. It allows me to put all my tools in it and go from here down to my kids' house and help my kids. I'm actually enjoying my life. Okay, I sit back, I relax, I watch TV, I get up whenever I feel like it. I go hang out with my grandson. I'm a little unhappy that they put him in kindergarten because I like hanging out with him every day. But nope, he's in school. Oh, come on, I like hanging out with the little dude. Anyway, besides the point. So step 1 is self-evaluation. Where are you? Where do you want to be? What are you willing to do in order to get there? Those are all very important questions. And then, after that, get started. And where do you get started? Okay, do you open up an account first, or do you figure out your budget? Where is my money going now? How do I reallocate my money to get a better rate of return, a safer rate of return? Have you ever used ChatGPT for your trading? Elrod, I don't like ChatGPT. Yeah. I ask it a question and it doesn't give me an answer. Okay? What are the top dividend stocks for the past, what dividend stocks have increased their dividend payments for the last 25 years? It will give me 10. That was it. Okay, I know 10. I want to know all of them. It won't give me all of them. It always says, well, here's some I think you'll like. Well, I don't freaking like them. Give me something else. Give me the whole damn list. No, I don't like ChatGPT. Sorry, dude. Mr. Riley didn't get assigned, and I got my killer premium. Cool beans. My Riley did get assigned. It's always different. It depends on who buys the option. Okay? Made Bank, SOXL. Good for you. I don't do SOXL. Don't like it. Patrick Doherty, I did puts at 5, got 104 times 3 contracts. Hard to resist a 20% return. Yeah, redneck, I'm hearing you on that one. Sold 3 NEP calls based on your advice. Dude, Craig, it's not advice. Seriously, do not take whatever I say as advice. Okay, I read to you the numbers. It's not advice. Okay, AT&T, here's the numbers. That's all I say. This is what it looks like. This is what the chart looks like. And I say, I would do it. That's not advice. That's just me telling you what I would do. Okay, you copying what I do is not advice. But I'm glad you made money on it. Okay? Seriously. But don't say advice, because then powers that be you say, you're giving advice? No, I'm not giving advice. I'm sharing information. That's it. What you do with that information is totally up to you. I always tell people, do your own research. So my assumption is you did your research on NEP and it looked good to you and you did it and it worked out great. Awesome. Tonics, Polar. I have no idea what Tonics is. Patrick. I've been stuck with it for 3 weeks and have been averaging down 25, 45 contracts. Milton, he can get in big trouble for giving advice. Yeah, Milton, you're right. I don't give advice. I read numbers and I give my opinion and I entertain you. I sing badly. I tell stupid jokes. If I had a jump rope, I'd be skipping rope, but I don't. What's your price point? Do you make 1% every day? No. Token meme, I make 1% per week. It's hot, $6 today. Hit. Do you make 1% every day? No. I told you I make 1% a week, not a day. Under contract. James, check PBR. Over 20 years of dividends, 18% yield. Okay, PBR. PBR. Oh, Brazilian Petroleum. Okay, interesting. PBR. Okay, I always like to check on, oh, hell no. Dude, seriously? 20 years of dividends. Yeah, CP. 20 years of dividends, not increasing. So look at this. 30 cents per share, 2 cents. 23, 6, 11, 25, 19, 26, 21, 27, 47, 23, 17, 28, 29, 18, 12, 80, 29. There's no consistency here whatsoever. Okay, 44, 3, 3, 5, 3, 5, 10, 9, 29, 62. How can you possibly say that is good? Now, when I told you I'm retired and I need consistency and predictability, okay, that is my target audience. Consistency, predictability. There's no consistency here whatsoever. 3 cents a share, 5 cents a share, 62 cents a share, 117, 122, 147, 259, and then they cut it in half, and then they cut it in half again. Yeah, hell no. Hell no. Well, seriously, dude, did you check and see? Did you read these numbers? Seriously, did you read them? Okay, if you read them and you still bought them, that's on you. Okay, I like consistent profits. Consistency, predictability. Yeah, that's a no. Sorry. Hi from Green White Green. Princey, I have no idea what that is. Alright, token meme. You asked me 5 times if I make 1% every day. And I told you 5 times I do not. I make 1% per week, not 1% a day. EL, call you hamster. Cool beans. I just jumped all these questions again. Some profit. Rose. Hello, Rose. And how are you today? Can you explain the dividend duration? Where do you find it? Dividend duration? I have no idea what that means. Okay, most companies. Okay, all right. Aria, you ready? There are 9,714 companies available for you to invest in on any day. Half of them pay a dividend. That means they take their profits and they share it with their investors. That's us. The other half of the 9,700 companies they do not share their profits. They take all their profits and they invest it back into the company for growth. Okay, so the companies that pay dividends, they pay once a year, twice a year, 4 times a year, or every month. They're all different. There are no two that they're exact same. So most of the companies that I invest in have what's called quarterly dividends. That's every 90 days. So every 90 days, there's a company that's continuously paying every 90 days. Okay? Now, you can get what is called an EX dividend calendar. Go to Google and put in the search, EX dividend calendar. A whole bunch of them will pop up. Or, I always tell people, download Thinkorswim. It's free to download. You can use it for a month for free. And then you're going to be trading somewhere, so Charles Schwab is really not that bad. I like Charles Schwab because it has everything I want on it in here. It makes my trading so much easier. I get mad if I don't make enough money. Not about losing. Love the hype. That's a good one. All right, Patrick. Yeah, I'll take it. I've decided anything over 1 or 2% is a bonus, not after a big win. I'm not really looking for the big win. All right. Do you remember the movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt? The way to change, he changed the game by getting rid of all the expensive players and just getting those players, they singles and doubles, always consistently getting on base. Hell with the home run hitters. They're too expensive, he said. Consistency and predictability. That's going to get you there in the long run. Now, I find it easy because it's only 10 or 15 minutes a day. You are selling your shares. Can they buy the shares anytime during the week or wait to the end of the week? All right, Neil, that's a great question. It really is. When you're selling a covered call, okay, when I sell the option, whoever buys that option, it is their right to buy it any time from when they pay you until it expires. Now, I do weeklies. So 25 October is next Friday. If I buy this stock tomorrow morning and I sell this option tomorrow morning, well, tomorrow afternoon, they can assign it and they can take it from me. Do I care? No, I don't care, because what I'm looking for is that right there. As soon as I receive that, that's my 1%. They can take it away. I honestly don't care. And it's hard for some people to comprehend that. Well, what if the stock goes up? I don't care. Ooh, that's a great t-shirt. I don't care. I don't care. Because I don't. As long as I'm buying it at the market price, I sell it and I get whatever that premium is, and that premium is over 1%, fine. I don't care if it goes up. I don't. All right, so anyway. 5% gap. Abel Christ. Okay, Abel Christ. Wish you had a private platform or great group we learn together. I actually do have one. It's called my morning trading group. We all get together in the morning and we all make trades and we all interchange back and forth, ask questions, come up. Because sometimes you guys have ideas I haven't seen before. Like, I didn't know about rolling an order. I didn't know about that at the beginning of the year. And I did, I probably wouldn't have lost money. But I did. How do we find that love? I don't know. Okay, well, let's keep on keeping on. What days do you have your lectures? Every single day. LYG, please. Didn't we look at LYG? We did, and it's a no. CMA for dividends. CMA. Okay. ComAmerica. Well, first of all, it's going to be a no. And let me explain to you why it's going to be a no. CMA. Now that doesn't look good. But look at all the dividends they paid. Holy cow. All the way back to the 80s. All right, so 8, 9, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19, 21, 23, 26, 29, 32, 36. This is looking pretty damn good. 40, 44, 48, 50, 52, 55, 59, 64, 66, 5. Hold it. Oh, 2008. Wow, they dropped it from 33 to 5. And 5, 10, 15, 17, 21, 30, 30, 68, 70, 71. Now, this is going to be a tough one. Okay, now, because I understand in 2008, everything went to shit. Okay, I understand that. So, do we like it? Maybe. Okay. John's Yacht Sales. John, yacht sales, huh? You should give me a buzz. I convert old yachts to run on solar electricity. And I'm always looking for a good flagship. I'm thinking 40 foot or above. Let me know. All right, so anyway, CMA, number one, it's going to be a no for this week. All right, look where it is. It's actually at the high of the year today. Okay, so right off the bat, it's a no because I don't buy at the high of the year. It means the profit has already been taken. So no. 63 bucks. The 63 is going for 150. That's over 2%. It's a great trade, but it's the wrong time to get in. The timing is everything. Just because the numbers look good, just because they consistently pay dividends, well, it's not the right time. I want it to come back down here, turn around. See what happened here? The low was here. She went up, pulled back. Here's the time to jump in before this run. Because it's going to turn around. It's going to come back down again. We'll put CMA for 2 weeks and see what it looks like then. CMA. Double jolly good. Vlad wants to take a look at Ford. Ford. Here we go. Now, I do have some Ford, just to let you know. We got 15 minutes left. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction? Look at this. Up, down, up. We're 11:07 at this moment. The 11s are going for 22. You take the 6 cents off of there, you're walking away with 16 cents. Maybe 16 cents on an $11 stock. That's a nice play. What does stock usually do this time of year? Well, usually this time of year, holy shit, look at that. That's nice. You can't mistake that for anything else. Look, she's going to go up a little bit and a little drop, and then she's going to continue on the run to the upside. That's historical performance. That's what it's done over the last 10 years. That red line is the average movement for the last 10 years. Now, if she always goes up at this time of year, and is currently heading up, well, hell yeah, I want to jump into Ford. Well, I already have Ford, but, that's besides the point. But yeah, that's a good pick. Now, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying it's a good pick. And it's such a good pick that I already own it. All right? That being said, let's keep on the next question. Weekly, not monthly. Got it. All righty. Token meme. The issue is what he does if you need a ton of capital to start. I'm going to disagree with you, dude. My grandson started out with 50 bucks. Granted, he's only 4. And when is he going to need it? He's going to need it maybe when he's 25 to buy a house. That's 21 years of increased. Yeah. I'm new. Can I join too? Yes, you can. But I would, if you're really that new, I would prefer you leave me your phone number. We can call and chat, and we can see if it's a good fit. To see exactly where you are in your journey. Because, are you really new, or just out of high school type scenario, not even into college yet? Or are you new, or you're in your 40s and thinking to yourself, well, I really should start investing? I don't know. I don't know exactly what the context is here. This is a monthly option. He doesn't I don't do weeklies. Okay. And it's a pay suck. Thanks, Redneck. Want to learn more after here. Abel Christ, how are you today? Well, I'm here every night. Okay, and this is your first time here. I'm really good with names. Well, you may have been here before, but this is the first time I've noticed you had something to say. Token meme. The issue is you need time. No, you don't. Okay. Token meme started with enough to buy 1 or 2 contracts. It just got to start somewhere. Yeah, Patrick, I'm going to agree with you 100%. Look at this. Redneck started with 7,500. Cool beans. What's the name of your group despite here? Actually, we don't even have a name. It's just, morning trading group at the moment. Anyone use prop firm? I was thinking of using a prop firm, but I'm not 100% sure this trading strategy would go over well with a prop firm. I would recommend 10K so you can SP. I have no what SP means. Oh, sorry. Thanks. I made a list of Dividend Kings, Champions, Aristocrats, and Warren's list 2024. 53 have weekly calls. Well, you're missing the Dividend Contenders. Uh-oh. There's the Dividend Contenders. There's 300 Dividend Contenders. Donald, download Thinkorswim. Doing paper trading. It's doing great using your strategy. Thanks, Donald. Thank you. Always good to get positive feedback. Larissa, 53. You say, huh? Whoops. Oh, you know what? Here we go like this. What the hell am I doing here? Okay. Let's get out of that. Let's bring this down. Let's go here. And let's go Dividend Kings. All right, so Dividend Kings. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So 15 Dividend Kings have weeklies. The others don't. Okay. Dividend Aristocrats. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. 23. Oh, let's look at the dividend. What are we looking for now? Dividend Champions. Wow. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. 38. Okay, now look at the Dividend Contenders. Yeah, look at all the Dividend Contenders. That's a whole shitload. Wow, all the red. Net change. Yeah, sorry, kiddo. There's a hell of a lot more than 53. Okay, remember, the Dividend Contenders have 10 to 24 years of increased dividends. Craigaffey, how did I lose $2,200 on a covered calls? Here's the thing. Now, when I say I lost $2,200 on the covered calls, here's how it went down. Friday, I don't know if you remember, but I'm here in St. Petersburg, Florida, where they just so happened to have a hurricane last Thursday. Was it Wednesday? Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Yeah, so all Thursday, we're outside, cutting up trees, getting them out of the streets, cleaning up people's yards and shit like that. Friday at 3 o'clock, I'm driving around trying to find internet access. Now, I have 6 accounts. 3 of them I was opening up on Friday trying to make a few trades. I made 4 trades on Friday. Those filled nicely. The one trade I didn't do, okay, I got called away and I lost $2,200. That's how I lost. I didn't lose it because it was a bad trade. I lost because I couldn't get internet access to make the trade. Okay? So it wasn't that it was a bad trade or it went against me. It was Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock where I usually sign in, and I did 80% of my trades, and then the internet kicked off and I couldn't log in before 4 o'clock. Okay, Toke meme, Ford is an $11 stock, Walgreens is 10. Okay, I'm not quite sure what. Okay, and what else were we looking at? We were looking at Riot, RIOT. Riot is $8. What was the other one? Riley is $6, and then MPW. We haven't done MPW in a while. MPW $4.75. Ooh, look at this! Holy shit, we didn't even see this one. Check it out. Remember MPW? She shot up really big last week, like 2 weeks ago, and we said we'll take a look at it in 2 weeks. Well, here's 2 weeks later. Look, or 3 weeks later, she's back down here again. Almost time for us to jump back into MPW again. You can't roll it. Okay, see, I couldn't roll it. See, you're missing the point. The point is, at 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon in St. Petersburg, no water, no electricity, no internet. I'm driving up and down the major highway looking for a strong enough phone service, because there's no phone service either. Okay, so I'm looking for, yeah. So I couldn't get online. I got online enough to do 4 trades. Okay, Starlink, yeah, great, but where was it at 3 o'clock on Friday? Okay, yeah, I get it, and I priced out Starlink. So it's a learning process. So yes, I am going to buy me a Starlink. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to let that happen again. But it's a learning experience. Okay, we have now most people, they go to college to do their learning. Not me. I do the School of Hard Knocks. Okay, now do they teach that in college? I seriously doubt it. Tell me a class that they teach in college that tells you how to be prepared if a hurricane comes by and knocks out the water, the electricity, the internet, and the phone service. What class is it that they teach you in college? No, that's a School of Hard Knocks type scenario. All right, anyway. 11:25. Let's finish up with the questions. No more stocks. If I have less money to start, you recommend start trading options. Money freedom now. Okay, what I suggest, if you're starting with a very small amount of money, options are not a good idea. 80% of all options expire worthless. What I suggest people is what's called dividend capturing 2.0. Now, what is dividend capture? Walmart had a split? Oh, that was back in March. Okay. Now, what I'm talking about, money freedom now. When you don't have a lot of money, I suggest what is called dividend capturing 2.0. What you're doing is you're trying to capture the dividend or the equivalents. Each one of these little green dots represents an EX date. An EX date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. So let's take a look at an example. Okay, so Halliburton. Okay, Halliburton. Remember number one rule: never buy something you don't know or understand. Most of these you probably do. Newmont, Halliburton, Heinz Ketchup, Kimberly-Clark, Occidental Petroleum, eBay, VFC. You're getting any help from FEMA? I don't even bother with government. Sorry. I wouldn't lower myself to ask them to wipe my ass. I didn't take any of that relief money, no, all those checks they give out. Nope. I refused it. Anyway, let's continue. Now, what I'm talking about here, money, are you ready for this one? Is dividend capturing 2.0. Where you see these little green dots, they represent the EX date. Now, Halliburton has a 17-cent dividend on the 15th, March, damn it. October, here we go. Let's try a different one. PNC, $1.60. Maybe. Okay, so if I'm looking at a good, decent company, find out what the dividend is. 16, 2 weeks before on a Monday. That would be the 30th of September. Okay, so let's go to the 30th of September for PNC. PNC. September 30th. Here we go. Now, it's $1.60. What was the opening price on the 30th, which was a Monday? Okay. The opening price, right up here, pay attention up here. Here's the date, open, high, low. Let me do the what do you call this thingy? The mouse. Okay, there's the date, the open, the high, the low, the close, the range, and the volume. Okay, all the numbers are right there. So if the dividend, if the EX dividend date is the 16th, the dividend's $1.60. 2 weeks before, 1 week, 2 weeks, on a Monday, that is the 30th of September. Right there, that's the 30th of September. So we come all the way over here, put the cursor there, and wherever you put the cursor, see, 30th September, opening price, high, low, close, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so if the dividend's $1.60, now remember what I said? Dividend stocks have a tendency to increase in value before the EX date. I like to go out 2 weeks before the EX date on a Monday. Okay, following me so far? So, Monday, the opening price, $182.75. And this, okay. Oops, come on over here. 182.75. That's the opening. That's the opening price. See? 182.75. That's the opening price. The dividend, 160. So I want to add $1.60. So my exit target. So if I'm buying it on the opening of Monday on the 30th, add the dividend into it, so my exit target is 164.35. Sorry, 184.35. Okay? So, what was the high for that day? The 30th, the open, 182.75. The high of the day, 185.32. I would have been in the morning and out in the afternoon. The dividend, 160. In the morning, out in the afternoon. Okay, so yes, you can do any, what do you call it, fractional shares with a company like Robinhood or Webull or Acorn. There's certain companies that will allow you to do fractional shares. So if you can't afford $184 per share, let's say you only had 60 bucks. Tori, how are you doing? So Tori, you want to be a co-host. Now, Tori, you want to be a co-host? Here's the thing. I need you to drop me your phone number. I will give you a call. We'll have a chat. Because I have a few rules about co-hosts. Number one, I don't want to talk about Amway. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about free whoever. Because I honestly really don't care about people on the other half of the planet. Sorry. Call me whatever you like. I really don't care. I'm from the generation where we just don't give a fuck. We don't. Because your problems are not my problems. Why do I care about people halfway across the planet that I will never meet in my whole life? Anyway, let's get back to what I'm saying. So, dividend stocks have a tendency to go up in value before the dividend date. Okay, so the dividend date is the 16th. Look, here we are here. The 16th was right about here. So, yeah, one up. You jump in 2 weeks before on a Monday. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I used to do. This is what I do for my grandson. I buy his. He started out with 50 bucks, so he put 10 bucks here, 10 bucks here, 10 bucks here. Now he can't buy any shares with 10 bucks, but what he can do is he can buy whatever fractional share, and when the stock goes up, he gets out at 1.5%. Okay, that's what he looks for. When it goes up 1.5%, fine, great. And then he looks for another one. Well, what's next? Well, it's Procter & Gamble. We can do the exact same thing with Procter & Gamble. $1.06. PG, Procter & Gamble, the 30th. Well, $1.06, Procter & Gamble on the 30th, same thing. Here we go, it opened up at 173.73, so we're looking at 174. It didn't hit 174.74 until right here. So it's what, at 2 weeks? But it did. It hit 174.91. Okay, stocks have a tendency to go up just before the EX date. Make sure you're buying it at the right time. You don't want to buy it at a high. Okay, just because it says it doesn't mean it's going to work. Uh-oh, 11:33. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. All right, that's it. That's all. Let's see what we have left. If he lost 2,200 on Friday and only goes for 1%, how did he risk that much unless he has a... Dude, 2,200 bucks for 1 day loss is not that bad, in my humble opinion. Okay, the amount of money that I have in the account, the 2,200 bucks wasn't that bad. What did I actually make on that day? Hold that thought. Not that one, this one. Let's get out of here. This is going to be my last little entry for the day. Account statements. Okay, so here's the account right here where I actually lost that 2,200 bucks. Okay, as you can clearly see, all my losses are right here. Year-to-date losses. Loss, 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 loss. Okay, right down here. But they're not actually losses. I still own it, still own it. I still own all these. 0 losses. Okay? Now, when I say I lost $2,200, well, that was on, I think it was Nordstrom. Was it Nordstrom's? No, I forget which one it was. But anyway, I lost 2,200. It's not that big a deal, because look at all the wins. All right? But the only losses I have are right here. But I didn't lose, because I didn't lose the position. I still have the position. I just lost the option value. Okay? And I don't know exactly what it was. I forget. But anyway, that's besides the point. 1%, how do you risk that much? 98% of all my money is invested at all times. That's how you lose. Okay, the biggest loss I've ever had is $91,000 in a week. So 2,200 is not that big a deal. Sorry to say it that way, but you know, it is what it is. On dividend capping 2.0, what happens when it drops? Shannon, all right, remember rule number 1, never buy something you don't want to own. Okay, never buy it if you don't like it. Plain and simple. Doesn't really matter what strategy you're doing. You buy a stock as if you're going to buy it and hold on to it for the rest of your life. Okay, the reason why I say that is because you're going to have stocks. You're going to buy it, it's going to drop. You're also going to buy stuff and it's going to shoot up. It's just the way the game is. Love to hike, that's awesome. Has it been helping you be more financially free? That's my goal. Cool beans. Redneck, that makes sense. You and Winner 86 are great for answering these questions. Thank you. Yeah, Ren, those are, I think I have 4 moderators. So they actually have permission to kick people off and answer questions. Because I think, wait a second. I think 86 has been here since January or February. I think he's one of the original people. He's here every single night. He's got nothing better to do than listen to my shit. I don't know why. He's profitable, so he's making money, so I guess that's why he keeps coming back. Love to hike, that's awesome. Has it been financially free? That's what I'm looking for, my goal. Ren, you know what? If you really want, Ren, seriously, DM me your phone number. I will give you a call. Ask Bama Redneck and Ask 86 if I actually call them. They'll tell you I actually do call. Also, ask Love to Hike. I do actually call. I talk to all three of them. Token meme. How would you know when there is a dividend coming that makes the stock move? Well, right here. It's called an EX dividend calendar. Okay, you can go to Google, put into search EX dividend calendar. You put your stock in. Look, Lowe's, Clorox, PNC, Hormel, Abbott Labs, AbbVie, Caterpillar, Bank Millen, Lennar, MasterCard, General Mills, AT&T, Verizon, General Dynamics. These are all stocks that I trade consistently. Whenever one of these come up, I never look at the prices of the stocks. I never look at the fundamentals. I don't, because they wouldn't make it to my calendar if I didn't already do that. Okay, so remember, these things keep coming every 90 days. Okay, so next month, they'll all be different again. Okay, so look at the list. Cardinal Health, Comcast, Cisco, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, JP Morgan. I changed one little clickety. Here we go. Let's go back to 2003 because those won't be there yet. Okay. Kinder Morgan, Ford, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, U.S. Steel. Look, and a whole new set. And then I go to December's list. JWN, Nordstrom's, KeyBank, Newmont, Bank of America, Baxter, eBay, General Motors, KHC, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Waste Management. It's the same stocks over and over and over again. Okay, if you like a stock, take a look at it. Never buy something you do not want to hold on to. Buy it as if you're going to hold on to it. If it goes up, great. I bought Estee Lauder in a different account 9 months ago. I still have the damn thing. Okay, everything looked great for Estee Lauder. Then she tanked. Now I still own it. And I'm still waiting for it to come back up. But I'm still collecting the dividends on it. And I don't have enough shares to sell options on it. Because I believe it was in my grandson's account. How do you know what way the stock will go based on the dividends? You don't. Okay? I use the dividend calendar to tell me when to start looking. Okay? When to start looking, and then I look at the chart. What is the chart telling me? The chart will tell you lots of things. Look, she dropped, went up, now she's coming back down again. That's a no. It's actually that simple. So KeyBank, KEY. Well, this is a no also. Look at up, down, up, down, up. Well, now she's starting to come down. That's a no. Just go on to the next one. JWN. That's a hell no. Look, up, down, up, down, up. Yep, that baby's going to be coming down next. And then you just keep looking. And then you find it. If you don't find one, go back to what's called a fallback stock. Fallback stock is Ford. I love Ford. Up, down, up, down, up. I'd buy Ford again because it's still going up. Or General Motors is another fallback stock. Up, down, up, down, up. There you go. Always, always, always. It's A, B, C, D. A is, what are they paying their dividend? B, what's the chart look like? C, what's the numbers? 49.45 to 49.50 is 149. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, and then D, just do the trade. What's the trade? Well, right here, covered stock. The 49.50s, right there. 1,000 shares. Why the hell not? Oh, change it to market order. Confirm. And then read it. Buy 10 covered calls at General Motors, 100. Those are the weeklies. 25 October 24, that's next Friday, the $49.50 option call against General Motors. Okay, my maximum profit is $1,635. What is it costing me? 47 grand. Let's bring up my calculator. Oops. Okay, my profit, 1635. 1635 divided by the cost of the trade, including commissions, 47,871. 47,870. Whoops. Oops. Divided by 47,871. That gave me a grand total of 3.4%. Okay, if that number scares you, the 47,000, if that scares you, fine. Well, let's change it. Let's change it to just 100 shares. Okay, we change it to 100 shares. Okay, confirm and send. Our maximum profit's $163. Clear that. $163 per contract. So you do one contract, $160. Two contracts, $326. So on and so forth. Was it costing me? Well, this one's costing me $4,787. Divided by 4,787 gives me a grand total of, oh, imagine that, 3.4%, exact same. So whether you get one contract, two contracts, 10 contracts, 50 contracts, you're still making 3.4%. And this is General Motors. This is what I call a fallback stock. Okay, what's a fallback stock? Well, if I can't find one that has a good premium and everything looks great, I'll look at Ford. I'll look at General Motors. I'll look at AT&T. AT&T, AIG. And there's a few other ones that are fallbacks, that ones I always buy. Now, the reason why I like Ford and General Motors is because the book value is lower than the current price. All right, we're quarter of. I'm out of here. You guys have a great night. We'll see you again tomorrow. Now, those of you who are in the trading group, 3 o'clock tomorrow. Okay? We want to make sure everyone's profitable. And I forgot his name. What is it? CJ, send me a text on TikTok. So go over to TikTok, log in, send me a DM there with your number. I'll give you a buzz. I will figure out why you're not getting them. And really, if you, I really hope you haven't signed up for the wrong one, because those scammers, they're getting pretty good. So they could have copied my Patreon and just taken your money there. All right, that being said, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. And now, finish up there. Done here. Done here. And now. And here. And there we go. Didn't do any of those. And down here, you guys have a great day, and we will see you again tomorrow.